New York City, often referred to as the Big Apple, is a vibrant and dynamic metropolis that boasts a rich tapestry of culture, history, and activities. From iconic landmarks like the Statue of Liberty to world-class museums, Broadway shows, and diverse neighborhoods, the city that never sleeps offers an endless array of things to do. In this comprehensive guide, we'll explore some of the best things to do in New York City, whether you're a first-time visitor or a long-time resident looking for new experiences. But before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Central Park. To get that Nora Ephron New York experience, you have no choice but to take a stroll through Central Park while in the city. As you step off the crowded sidewalks of 59th Street into a massive green, you'll hardly realize what lies before you. 693 acres of man-made gardens, meadows, forests, and hillsides. If you ambled down every one of Central Park's pathways, you'd walk 58 miles. Along the way, you pass sculptures, bridges, and arches, plus 21 playgrounds, a winter ice skating rink, even a zoo. But you'd hardly notice the 4 major crosstown thoroughfares, which cleverly disappear into foliage-covered tunnels. Map your park route to stop at classic Central Park landmarks like the Bethesda Fountain, Bow Bridge, Belvedere Castle, and the Strawberry Fields John Lennon Memorial. Chinatown. Chinatown is one of the neighborhoods that makes Lower Manhattan vibrant and unforgettable. After surfacing from the steps of the Canal Street subway station onto the sidewalk, meandering past thick crowds, neon light shops, and vendors peddling fake designer bags, you'll find yourself in the narrow streets of Chinatown, where there are bright heaps of produce, succulent ducks hanging in windows, and restaurants old and new. Touching Tribeca, Soho, Little Italy, and the Lower East Side, Chinatown has a rich history and began being populated by Chinese immigrants as early as the 1850s. You can visit in whichever way makes sense for you. Whether you spend an hour devouring a box of roast pork or duck from street-style Wafong No. 1 before you have to proceed elsewhere, or you spend half a day shopping for produce, dining out, and paying a visit to the Museum of Chinese in America, everyone will gain something from a visit to Chinatown. Whitney Museum of American Art. The Whitney got a major upgrade when it relocated from the Upper East Side to its vastly expanded meatpacking headquarters in 2015. It houses 50,000 square feet of indoor galleries, with works by John Michael Basquiat, Richard Avedon, and Alexander Calder, 4 outdoor exhibition spaces and terraces, and a ground-floor restaurant and top-floor bar, both by Danny Meyer, one of the town's best-known restaurateurs. The floors are connected by 2 artist-designed elevators. If mobility isn't an issue, take the stairs instead, which offer uninterrupted views of the Hudson River. The upper floors and sculpture terraces are also connected by a series of exterior staircases, with great views of the downtown skyline and a rare opportunity to experience art on plein air. Yankee Stadium. A spring or summer day spent cheering at a New York City ballpark is a classic activity for a reason. Located in the Bronx, Yankee Stadium is the home field of New York's 27-time world champions. It's a half-hour subway ride from Penn Station and approximately a 20-minute subway ride from Grand Central Terminal, making it easily accessible from Manhattan. It replaced the 1923 original in 2009 and cost $1.5 billion to build, making it one of the world's most expensive stadiums. It seats 50,287 fans. New York Yankees games, obviously, are the main event here, but you can also attend concerts, college football, and soccer matches. The Morgan Library and Museum. The Morgan is like a multi-hyphenate millennial, only instead of actress, model, influencer, whatever, it's museum, library, landmark, historic site, music venue. Inside the multimillionaire's personal library, expanded into a must-see museum and cultural space, you'll find rare artifacts, paintings, and books, some dating back to 4000 BC that are worth more than your house. In particular, the museum is home to one of 23 copies of the original Declaration of Independence, Mozart's handwritten score of the Hafner Symphony, the collected works of African-American poet Phyllis Wheatley, the only extant manuscript of Milton's Paradise Lost, and Charles Dickens's manuscript of A Christmas Carol. The Cathedral of St John the Divine. The Cathedral of St John the Divine on 112th and Amsterdam in Upper Manhattan's Morningside Heights is the largest cathedral in the world, and the sixth largest church by area. Hundreds of thousands of visitors walk through these doors annually for a reason. The cathedral itself and its remarkable Gothic architecture, storytelling stained glass windows, and 17th century tapestries is already worth visiting. But there is artwork that is especially meaningful to New York City here as well, including Keith Haring's white gold and bronze altarpiece, and a 9 Elements memorial sculpture by Meredith Bergman, which holds debris of the towers in it. The cathedral holds daily and Sunday worship services, which welcome all. There is no charge to pray, meditate, or contemplate in the cathedral. Visitors who show for sightseeing purposes can enter for $5 admission. Special tours are offered depending on the day of the week. Summit 1 Vanderbilt. There's no shortage of jaw-dropping views found throughout the city, but the team behind Summit 1 Vanderbilt has assembled a bunch of big names to bring together a full experience where you could easily spend a few hours. It starts with the elevator, a light and sound-filled ride that whooshes visitors up to the 91st floor. There, you're greeted by a massive, mirrored room that looks out over New York City. Additionally, there are rotating art installations from Kenzo Digital, as well as 2 special features. Levitation, a glass skybox that lets you feel as if you're floating 1,000 feet above Madison Avenue, and Ascent, a separate glass elevator that brings you up even higher to gaze over downtown Manhattan. Inside, a snow-headed-designed Nordic-inspired space serves food and drinks from Danny Meyer's Union Square events, including pastrami stuffed pretzels and ricotta toast. There's also a wraparound outdoor terrace that feels like the city's most exciting rooftop bar. Beelmans Bar. At Beelmans, Ludwig Beemelman's illustrations, you might remember them from the Madeleine books, adorn the walls. In one panel, a bunny smokes a cigar in Central Park. In another, a man hands a boy a clutch of balloons. This is a bar where gawking is permissible. The cocktails here very much depend on who's making them. An old-fashioned might be a bit watery, a whiskey sour too tart, but often a dirty gin martini is just perfectly executed. Everything is expensive, it's clear why you're here, so take the edge off that sensation by digging into the free hearty snacks that float your way. Broadway. For locals and first-time visitors alike, seeing a Broadway show is a special experience, and one that is exclusive to New York City. Times Square is ordinarily a drag, but when you're moseying into Midtown Manhattan for a show, the bright billboards and lights don't flash in your face, they dazzle in your eyes. A Broadway show's costumes, sets, songs, and stories are the stuff of dreams. And after going dark during the pandemic, Broadway is back, exalting the return of live performances with acclaimed shows like Six and Hadestown. New York Botanical Garden. The New York Botanical Garden has carefully manicured flower gardens, lush fields, winding hikes, and impeccable greenhouses. There are spaces that feel deeply intimate, as if you're truly separated from the world. And there are vast expanses where it's hard to believe you're still in the Bronx. In winter, the greenhouses host an annual train show, recreating all of New York City in miniature. The warmer months bring every floral delight imaginable, from cherry trees to peonies. Plan to spend at least half a day here and pack a picnic. Thank you for watching. If you liked our video, then hit the subscribe button to never miss out on any of our videos. See you next time.